Hello, everyone. Scoony Double 7 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we have the 11-3 Los Angeles Angels taking on the 8-5 Texas Rangers. This is game 2 of a 2-game series. Angels won the last game. They're looking to sweep the series. But the Rangers are looking to split this 2-game series. We'll see what happens. And here is the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off, the third baseman, Cone Figgins. Batting second, the right fielder, Gary Matthews. Batting third, the designated hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the left fielder, Garrett Anderson. Batting fifth, the center fielder, Torii Hunter. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Casey Kocheman. Batting seventh, the second baseman, Mercer Izutris. Batting eighth, the catcher, Jeff Mathis. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Eric Abar. On the mound for the Texas Rangers, it is Kevin Millward. Millward comes into the game with a 2.80 ERA. 2 wins, no losses. He's pitched 19 1/3 innings, allowed 26 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 4 walks. We're here at Rangers Ballpark, which only gives a +2 to walks, nothing to strikeouts, and nothing to home runs. And with that, Cone Figgins steps up. He's ready to go, takes a few swings. He's batting at 200, and here is the first pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a double question mark on a double star. On 1 to 6, the 14 is too high. 2-4, column 2, row 4. Power hit to Murphy. And that's going to be on a 1 to 4. We roll a d20. On a 1 to 4, it's a single. On a 5 to 7, it would be a double. 8 to 10, it's a triple. On a 11 through 20, it's a fly ball out. And it's a 1 to 4, so it's going to be a base hit. And Cone Figgins will lead the game off with a base hit. So let's take a look at the defense for the Texas Rangers. We got Murphy out there in left field, Hamilton at center, Bradley at right field, going around the horn. Ballock is on third, Young at short, Kinsler's at second, Sheldon is playing first, and Milhous is behind the plate, and Millward is on the mound. Strategy roll is an 18. It's going to be a sacrifice. Corners are going to come in. Two, 4, column 2, row 4. And that is going to be a blank. So we roll for the bunt. On a 1 to 13, on a 1 to 12, bunt rate of a 3. It's a good bunt. Successful sacrifice bunt. We roll to find out where it's going to go down the line. It's going to go down to the third baseman line, Ballock, and we'll click bunt. So 1 away, but that's going to move Cone Figgins over to second. Strategy rolls a 6, and here comes Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero batting at 368. And here is the pitch. Strategy roll 6, Angels holding off. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a ball at the ballpark. We're going to go to the Rangers card. 3-3, column 3, row 3, HR8. And that is going to be an out. And with that, Cone Figgins will move over to third. So Figgins will move over to third on the play. 2 up, 2 down. Runner on third. Garrett Anderson up. He's betting a 226. Strategy rolls a 14. And here is the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5. That's going to be a blank. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a double. And the reason how we get that double is we look to the right of the slash because Millward is a right-handed pitcher. So if it's a right-handed pitcher, we look on the right-handed side of the card. If it's a left-handed pitcher, we look to the left-handed side of the slash. Same with the pitcher's card. And with that, 1 run was scored on an RBI double by Garrett Anderson. So that's going to bring up Torii Hunter. Hunter batting a 259, strategy roll 7, and here's the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, that's a 10. Struck him out. So, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Angels. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Texas Rangers. Leading off, the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Batting second, the shortstop, Michael Young. Batting third, the center fielder, Josh Hamilton. Batting fourth, in the cleanup position, the right fielder, Milton Bradley. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Hank Bollock. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Frank Cantalonto. Batting seventh, the left fielder, David Murphy. Batting eighth, the catcher, Adam Milhouse. And batting ninth, the first baseman, Chris Sheldon. On the mound for the Angels, it is Dustin Mosley. Mosley will come into the game with a 3.98 ERA. No wins, 1 loss. He's pitched 11 1/3 innings, 13 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. And with that, Ian Kinsler will step up. He's batting a 426. 1-1, that's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll the dice. And that is going to be 5-3, column 5, row 3, possible error on a ground ball. 4-2, column 4, row 2, double star 1. It's going to be a ground ball to Izuchis. We're going to take a look at Izuchis' error range. That's the number in the brackets. It's a 1 to 5. That's a 4. It's an error as he boots the ball. And with that, Kinsler will get on with an E4. So 1 on infield at double play depth, Michael Young batting a 295. And here is the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6 at the ballpark. 3-2, column 3, row 2, double star 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to center field to Hunter. But let's take a look real quick at the defense for the Los Angeles Angels. Anderson is out there in left field, Hunter at center, Matthews at right field, going around the horn. Figgins is at third, Abar at short, Izuchis is playing second, Kochiman at first, Mathis behind the plate, and Mosley is on the mound. Now, double star 6, we'll take a look at this top line here. The numbers 1 through 6. and that'll tell us that it is a fly ball to Hunter. Out number one away, infield still at double play depth. We have a pickoff attempt. Anytime a 20 comes up on the strategy die, it is a pickoff attempt. On a 1 to 3, it's a balk. On a 4 through 12, it's a pickoff. It's a 1, that's going to be a balk. That's going to move Kinsler over to second. They threw it wide at first. 1-4. 6-4, sorry. Column 6, row 4. Blank. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a base hit past A-bar. And with that, Kinsler will go to third. But does he come home? He'll go from second to home on a 3 through 6. He's got a 4. He's waved around to come home to score. And it's an RBI single by Josh Hamilton. Ties the game up at 1. Infield still at double play depth. Milton Bradley is up. Bradley batting a .421, strategy roll 15. Rangers holding off, and here is the pitch. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 14, that's an 8. Struck him out. Infield normal depth. Hank Ballock up. Ballock batting a .304, strategy roll at 11, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be that's good for a base hit past Mosley. Hamilton on second. Base run rating of a 5. Does he go to third? He will advance from first to third on a 4 through 6. That's a 5, and he does. So runners on the corners for the Rangers as Frank Cantalonto will come up. Frank batting .500, strategy rolls a 4. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Home run chance on a 1 to 19. That's a 6. So on a 1 to 19 chance, we'll take a look at the D20. That's a 6. And now he's need to roll a 2 or less. That is a 10. It is too high. So it's a 4-4, column 4, row 4. And that's going to be a double past Hunter out there in the center field. 1 run will score. Belloc on third. We'll take a look here. So on both of these, we roll a 1. And the 1 tells us to check the second die. On both of these, the lead runner will advance. And Frank will get the hold sign. The lead runner advances if roll is, the roll is high. Then the trailing runner holds. So 2-run RBI by Frank Cantalonto on a base clearing double. It's 3-1 Rangers. David Murphy batting a .273. Strategy roll 1. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 9. The 15 is too high. 2-3, column 2, row 3, double star 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Hunter. And that will retire the side. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors. After 1, it's Rangers 3, Angels 1. We go to the top of the second. Casey Cocheman, Mercury Zutris, and Jeff Mathis due up for the Angels. Casey Cocheman batting a .412, and here is the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That is going to be a walk. On a 1-9, remember we add 2 to that range. On a 1-9, the 17 is too high. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Bradley. And that's going to be out number 1. One away, Mercury Zutris batting a .200. 5-2, column 5, row 2, range play. 4-1, column 4, row 1, double star 3. And we come over to the third one here. It's going to be a ground ball to Kinsler. We're going to check Kinsler's range. His range is in a 1-3. That's a 3. He'll make the catch, throw it over to Sheldon for out number 2. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Jeff Mathis. Mathis batting an .067. And here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-17, the 19 is too high. 6-1-6, column 1, row 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Murphy. And that's going to be out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down as the Rangers retire the Angels in order. Very easy inning to score, nothing across the board. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Adam Milhous, Chris Sheldon, Ian Kinsler due up for the Texas Rangers. Adam Milhous batting a .308. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a home run chance on a 1-19. That's an 8. Adams' home run range is a 0. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a ground ball to Figgins. Figgins will catch it, throw it across the horn over to Cocheman for out number 1. 1 away, Chris Sheldon batting a .200, and here is the pitch. 1-1, that's going to be a wild pitch, column 1, row 1. So we're going to re-roll. 1-4, column 1, row 4. On a 1-19, that's a 12. The 17 is too high. His home run range is on a 1-11. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a walk. And Sheldon walks. Now, strategy roll 1. It's going to be a steal attempt. And that's going to be a -1 because of Matthews. Stolen base rate is this. We calculate it by the stolen base rate of the runner, so in this case Sheldon, plus the pitcher's SB range. So that's a 0. Plus the catcher's arm. Catcher's arm is a -1. On a 1-19, it would succeed. The only thing was, it would have been a 20. If it was a 20, he would have been thrown out. That's a 16 in range. On a 3-19, Sheldon will move over. And here is top of the order for Ian Kinsler. He's 0 for 1 with a run scored. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Home run chance on a 1-19. The 16 in range. That's a 10. And that ball is out of here. 2-run home run by Ian Kinsler. It's a fly ball down the left field side. Anderson goes back. That ball is deep. That ball is going, and it's out of here. 2-run home run by Ian Kinsler. It's now 5-1 Rangers. Michael Young 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 1 out, nobody on, 5-1. That's going to be a walk result. Column 5, row 1. On a 1 to 13, that's a 9. And that's going to be a walk. Infield, double play depth, Josh Hamilton up. Hamilton 1 for 1 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, the 16 is too high. By the way, strategy roll was a 3, so the Rangers holding off. 3-5, column 3, row 5. Base hit, pass Anderson. And with that, we'll see, does Young pick up the extra base? Base run is a 0. On the adjusted base run rating, if it's a 1, if it's less than 1, the runner will hold. Two away, and that's going to bring up one away, 2 on. Bradley up. Bradley is 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. Strategy roll is a 12. 5-2, column 5, row 2, possible error. 5-2, column 5, row 2, ground ball to Figgins. Figgins error ranges on a 1 to 4. That's a 1. That's an error. It's a 1 base error. And that loads the bases. That's going to bring up Hank Belloc. Belloc is 1 for 1 with a run scored. Strategy roll is a 16, and here is the pitch. 5-2, column 5, row 2. Possible error. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Ground ball back to Mosley. Mosley's error range is a 0. That's a 9. No error there. And the defense, will they try for the double play? No. So with that, it's going to be an out at first. Young will score. Hamilton will go to the third. Bradley to second. And Belloc will be out at first. 2 away. It's now 6-1 on an RBI run by Hank Belloc. Frank Cantalanto is up. Strategy roll is a 10. 4-2, column 4, row 2, strikeout. On a 1 to 6, the 19 is too high. 1-4, column 1, row 4. It's a ground ball to Izutris, and that will retire the side. 3 runs, 2 hits. 3 runs, 2 hits, and 1. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 left on for the Rangers. After 2, it's Texas 6, Los Angeles 1. We go to the top of the third. It's Eric Abar, Cone Figgins, and Gary Matthews due up for the Angels. Eric Abar batting a 214. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. That's a 9. On a 1 to 9, the 13 is too high. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a double out there into to center field. One hop off the wall on a leadoff double by Eric Abar. Top of the order, Cone Figgins is 1-for-1 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 3, Angels holding off. 2-1, column 2, row 1, that's going to be a blank. 6-2, column 6, row 2, double star 6, and that's going to be a fly ball to Murphy. And out number 1, one away, with Abar getting the hold sign. Corners are going to come in. It's a sacrifice play. Strategy rolls a 19. We'll take a look. How we get that number is we look at the butt rating on a 2. Come over here to the butt chart. On a butt rating of a 2, a 19 only will be a butt. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-6, that's a 1. Struck him out. And next up, it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero. Strategy roll 9. Angels holding off. Guerrero is 0-for-1 today, and here's the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2. Hit by pitch. We'll take a look here at the HBP number. That's a 3. Millwood will give a -2. That's at an 11, too high. 3-5, column 3, row 5. Ground ball to Belloc. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the third. David Murphy, Adam Milhouse, and Chris Sheldon due up. David Murphy is 0-for-1 today, and here is the pitch. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. That one goes out into the stands. We'll re-roll the dice. 5-1, column 5, row 1. And that is going to be a single. So it's a single because Murphy's a left-handed batter. We'll take a look at the left-handed side of the slash on the pitcher's card. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls a 20. We have a pickoff attempt. And that's a 17. That is outside of the range. 4-2, column 4, row 2. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-28, that's a 5. Struck him out. So with that, Dustin Moseley has depleted his pull rating. They are going to leave him in. He can face 6 more batters. Chris Sheldon with a walk and a run scored. Strategy roll is a 10, and here's the pitch. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a wild pitch. On a 1-8, it's a wild pitch. On a 9-10, it's a passed ball. That's at 18. Nothing happens. 2-1, column 2, row 1, double star 2. And we'll look above the number 2. It's a ground ball to Figgins. And that will be an out there. But do we get the double play? That's a ground ball. We'll take a look. Moseley's double play rating is a -1. The pivot is a 0, so it's going to be a -1. It's a double play on a 1-4. Roll D6, that's going to be a 4. If roll is less than or equal to the ground double play rating, it's a double play. And with that, it's a 5-4-3 double play. Garrett and no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. After 3, it's Rangers 6, Angels 1. We go to the top of the 4th. Garrett Anderson, Torii Hunter, Casey Coachman due up for the Angels. Garrett Anderson is 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI, and here is the pitch. 1-4. Column 1, row 4, that's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-7, the 17 is too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2, that's going to be a base hit past Young. And Anderson is on with a base hit. So the corners are going to come in. It's a hit and run. So we'll take a look here. Base run, the bunt rating is a 1. No. So if it's in range of 2, above or below the ATT number, it's a hit and run. And with that, and here's how hit and runs work. All ground double plays get a -2. Base run ratings get a +2. Home run and walks, their ranges are cut in half, round those down. Lineouts are double plays. And if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve it as a steal. Corners are in. Here is the pitch to Torii Hunter, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 5-2, range play. 6-6, column 6, row 6, ground ball to Kinsler. Kinsler's range is on a 1-3, that's a 5. It shoots the gap. It gets by him. Anderson goes to second. Does he pick up third? He'll go from first to third on a 3-6. That's a 3. He'll get the extra base. And the Angels have a runner in scoring position. Strategy roll 3. Casey Coachman up. He's 0 for 1. And here is the pitch. 4-1. Column 4, row 1, that's going to be a strikeout on a 1-14. That's a 15. Struck him. No, that's too high. 15 is too high. 6-1. Column 6, row 1, that's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop to Young. Are they going to send him? No. So with that, it is going to be a fielder's choice. Hunter will advance to second. Ground double play is a 1. Remember, that's a -1 to second. Kinsler's a 0. And this time we'll take a look at the second line here. Roll high, higher than the number, greater than. First base, with runner on first. But Torii Hunter will advance. So the out is at first. It had to be a 6 in order for the force out play on that. But then 6 would have automatically triggered the bottom line on the ground double play. Mercery Zoutris. He's 0 for 1. And here is the pitch with runners on the corner. Strategy roll is an 11. 1 out. 5-6, column 5, row 6. That's going to be a walk. Plus, now in a walk plus, we add 10. That's a 23. That's a 5. We're going to add 2 to that. So we're actually adding 12 to that range. And with that, we load the bases. Jeff Mathis is up. Mathis is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Strategy roll is a 10. 1-1, column 1, row 1, strikeout On a 1 to 17, the 19 is too high. 1, 2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a good for a base hit past Kinsler. And that gets Mathis on with a base hit. And with that, we'll take a look. It's an RBI single. Torii Hunter will go from second home on a 2 through 6. That's a 5. Here's a score. Another run scores. 2-run score by Jeff Mathis. Izutris with a 4. He'll go from first to third on a 3 through 6. So it's a 2-run RBI single by Jeff Mathis. One out, infield going double play depth. Eric Abar up. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Strategy roll 9. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Power hit to Murphy. On a 1 to 14, that's going to be a double. That's a double in a 10 through 15. And that is a double. Mathis will hold. And with that, we go to the top of the order. Cone Figgins. Figgins is 1 for 2 with a run scored. It's now 4 to 6 Rangers. Strategy rolls a 1. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, the 18 is too high. 3-5, column 3, row 5. Fly ball out there to Murphy. And that is a failed sacrifice roll. Runner on third. We're going to check to see if it was a. We're going to check to see if for a sacrifice fly. And with that, on both of the chances, it is a 3. Mathis will hold. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Gary Matthews. Matthews is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 19, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 13, that's a 6. Struck him out. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Ian Kinsler and Michael Young and Josh Hamilton due up. Dustin Mosley can face 5 more batters before he's considered tired. Top of the order, Ian Kinsler is 1 for 2 with a home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a blank. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Fly ball out there to Hunter. Out number 1, 1 away. Michael Young, 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Here's the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2. Home run on a 1 to 4. The 10 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a double star 6. And that's going to be a fly ball out there to Hunter to center field again. Hunter will make the catch. Josh Hamilton, 2 for 2 with a run and an RBI. 2 up, 2 down, 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 11, the 13 is too high. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Fly ball out there to Anderson. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Angels retire the Rangers in order. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the top after 4. It's Rangers 6, Angels 2. We go to the top of the 5th. It's going to be Vladimir Guerrero, Garrett Anderson, and Torrey Hunter due up for the Angels. Vladimir Guerrero is 0 for 2 today, and here is the pitch. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 1-5, column 1, row 5. Fly ball out there to Bradley. And that's out number 1. 1 away, Garrett Anderson up. Anderson 2 for 2 on the day with a double, a run, and an RBI. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 3-4, column 3, row 4. And that's going to be a double star 5. And that's going to be a ground ball to Young, who'll make the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Torrey Hunter, he's 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run scored. And here's the pitch. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a hit by pitch. That's a 5. Millward will give a -2. 19, too high. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be good for a double past Murphy. Double out there down the line. Hunter will go for 2. And Murphy is on with a base hit, with a double. Strategy roll is a 2. That's going to be a steal attempt. They're going to send him. That is a 1. So with that, Hunter will go to third. He's safe at third, but does he come home on a catching error? Millhouse's error range is a 0. That's a 16. There is no error there. The Angels have a runner now in scoring position, and here's the pitch to Coachman. Coachman is 0 for 2 today. 1-6, column 1, row 6. Home run on a 1-7. That's a 3. And that ball is out of here. Down the right field line, Bradley goes back to the wall, and it's into the upper deck. It's gone. 2-run home run for Casey Coachman will tie the game up at 6. And next up, it's going to be Mercer Zoutris. Zoutris is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-5, the 10 is too high. 6-2, column 6, row 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Young. And that will retire the side. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. And none left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Milton Bradley, Hank Belloc, and Frank Cantalonto due up for the Rangers. And with that, the Angels' bullpen during that last inning had been warming up. So they're going to go to the bullpen. They're going to pull Dustin Mosley. And they are going to bring in Chris Butchek. That's his card. Butchek will come into the game with no ERA. He's got 1 win, 4 1/3 innings pitched, allowed 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Dustin Mosley, he went 4 innings, allowed 6 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, 1 home run, 1 balk, and an ERA of a 5.89. And here is the pitch. He's got to face off against Bradley, Belloc, and Cantalonto. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1 to 14 to 15 is too high. 1-2, column 1, row 2. Single out there to Anderson. Drops down in front. Anderson gets it, throws it over to Abar. And with that, Bradley will get on with a base hit. So runner on, Hank Belloc up. Belloc is 1 for 2 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is a 9, and here is the pitch. Infield, by the way, double play depth. 6-4, column 6, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 8, that's a 3. And that is going to be a walk. Sacrifice play coming up on a 17 to 19, that's a 9. It's going to be a sac play. Frank Cantalonto is up. Infield going to come in. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a blank. It's a successful sac bunt. So 1 away, and that moves runners over to second and third. Strategy roll 1, David Murphy is 1 for 2, and here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 9, that's a 1. Struck him out. 2 away, and that's going to bring up Adam Milhouse. Milhouse is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 10, and here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Home run chance on a 1 to 5. That's a 1. Milhouse is a 0. 6-2, column 6, row 2. Ground ball to Figgins. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors, and 2 left on for the Rangers. After 5, we're tied at 6. We go to the top of the 6. It's Jeff Mathis, Eric Abar, and Cone Figgins due up for the Rangers. And with that, the Rangers will also bring in a new pitcher. Millwood coming out. And they're going to bring in Cameron Lowe. That's his card. Lowe will come into the game with no ERA. He's got no wins, no losses. He's pitched 4 1/3 innings, allowed 6 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Kevin Millwood. Millwood went 5 innings, allowed 9 hits, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 4.45. Jeff Mathis is up. He's going to face 8, 9, and 1 of the Angels lineup. Mathis is 1 for 2 with an RBI. The pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 17, that's a 3. Struck him out. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Eric Abar. Abar is 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and an RBI. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a blank. Abar is a switch hitter. He's batting left right now. 4-5, column 4, row 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Young. And 2 away. Top of the order, Cone Figgins is 1 for 3 with a run scored, and here's the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. Possible error. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a base hit past Sheldon. Error range for Sheldon is on a 1 through 6. That's an 18. The 18 is too high. And with that, Cone Figgins is on with a base hit. Gary Matthews up. Matthews is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy roll 10, and here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4. Range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Rangers Stadium. 2-5, column 2, row 5, double star 2. It's going to be a ground ball to Young. Young's range is on a 1 to 3. That's a 5. It goes in between his legs. It gets by him. And with that, Figgins is on second. But does he go to third? He'll advance to third on a 5 through 6. That's a 5. He'll pick up the extra base. And that's going to bring up Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero is 0 for 3 today. Strategy roll is a 5, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. At the ballpark, we're going to go back to the ballpark card. 4-2, column 2, row 4, HR 8. Home run range for Guerrero is a 1 to 17. That's a 14. That ball is out of here. It's a 3-run home run by Vladimir Guerrero. It's his 4th home run of the replay. Hamilton goes back. He's chasing it. Goes back to the wall, and it's out of here. 3-run home run. Smack dab center field by Vladimir Guerrero. It goes into the grass over there at center field here at Rangers Stadium. It's now 9 to 6 Angels. So they're going to leave low id. Anderson is up. He's 2 for 3 with a double, a run, and an RBI. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a blank. Left-handed batter. We look at the left-handed side of the slash. And that is going to be 5-6, column 5, row 6. Right-handed pitcher. That's going to be a double. It's a double out there in the left field, out there to Hamilton. It's now, and with that, Anderson is on with a double. Torrey Hunter's 2 for 3 with a double, a strikeout, and a run. Strategy roll is an 8. 1-4, column 1, row 4, range play at the ballpark. 3-4, column 3, row 4. Power hit to Murphy. On a 5, that's going to be a double. Murphy's range is on a 1 to 3. That's a 3. He'll make the catch and take the hit away. You got to hustle to make that grab. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Chris Sheldon, Ian Kinsler, and Michael Young due up for the Rangers. Chris Butchek going to stay in for 1 more inning. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-13, that's a 9. Struck him out. One away, Ian Kinsler up. Kinsler is 1 for 3 with a home run, 2 runs, and 2 RBIs. 4-5, column 4, row 5, strikeout. On a 1-7, the 18 is too high. 5-2, column 5, row 2, that's going to be a base hit past A-bar. Infield double play depth. Strategy rolls at 20. It's a pickoff attempt. Boot check doesn't pick anyone off, but I'll still show that off for the sake of the software. Michael Young is up. Young is 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. And here's the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a range play. 1-3, column 1, row 3, double star 6. That's a line drive down center field. Hunter, that's a F8 under the double star 6. Hunter's range is in a 1-4. That's a 5. It's going to be good for a base hit. Can't get to it. Kinsler on second. Does he go to third? His base run rating is a 4. That is a 3. And it is. And he'll go to third. If roll is less than or equal to the adjusted base run rating, the runner will advance. Otherwise, he'll hold. All right, infield double play depth. Josh Hamilton up. He's 2 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Strategy roll is an 18, sorry. 4-2, column 4, row 2, range play. 3-6, column 3, row 6. Fly ball out there to Matthews. Matthews ranges on a 1-3. That's a 5. That's going to be a double on that. 1-3. The 5 is too high. That's out of the range. Now we'll roll to see if it's a single or a double. On a 1-4, it's a single. On a 5 through 6, it's a double. And that becomes a double. Young will get the hold sign. It's now 9-7. And they're gonna pull boot check. They've seen enough. Boot check will come out. We have a switch left coming up. And they're gonna probably bring in the only left-handed reliever, Dan Oliver. Yep, they're gonna bring in Dan Oliver. That's his card. Oliver will come into the game with a 1.70 ERA. Got no wins, no losses. He's pitched 5 1/3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Chris Bootcheck. Bootcheck went 1 1/3 inning, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, and an ERA of a 1.58. And with that, Bradley will step up. He's 1 for 3 today with a strikeout. Strategy roll is an 8. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-14, that's a 14. Struck him out. So 2 away, and that's going to bring up Hank Belloc. Belloc is 1 for 2 with a run, a walk, and an RBI. Strategy roll 2, and here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 6-5, column 6, row 5. And that is going to be a ground ball to A-bar. And that will retire the side. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and 2 left on after 6. Angels 9, Rangers 7. We go to the top of the 7th. It's Casey Coachman, Mercer Izutris, and Jeff Mathis due up. Bullpen for the Rangers is warming up. They are going to leave Carmen in, and here's the pitch to Casey Coachman. He's 1 for 3 with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-4, the 10 is too high. 6-1, column 6, row 1. Ground ball to Young. Young will make the catch, throw it over to Sheldon for out number 1. Mercer Izutris batting. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run. And here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. Possible error on a ground ball. 4-4, column 4, row 4. Fly ball out there to Bradley. And that is out number 2. 2 away, Jeff Mathis. Mathis is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, 2 RBIs, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. Double star, auto out, and that's going to be randomized up here on what the out would be. It's a ground ball to Kinsler, and that will retire the side and sing, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." No runs, no hits, and no errors as the Rangers retire the Angels in order, 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Frank Cantaloupe, David Murphy, and Adam Melhus due up for the Rangers. Let's take a look at the box score of the game so far if the 6.5 innings had been played here in Texas. Angels starting off strong in the first inning. They scored 1 in the first, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, 9 runs on 13 hits, and they've only committed 2 errors. The Texas Rangers scored 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second to tie the game to take the lead. A run in the sixth. It's 7 runs on 10 hits. 23 hits in this game alone between both teams. Frank Cantaloupe is up. Oliver staying in for 1 more inning. He's 1 for 2 today with a double and 2 RBIs. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Possible error. 1-6, column 1, row 6. And that's going to be a ground ball to Izutris. Error range for Izutris is on a 1-5. That's a 5. That's going to be an error. It's a 1-base error as he boots the ball. As he goes to scoop it up and it gets out of his hand, Frank is on with an E4. Strategy roll 6, infield double play depth. David Murphy is 1 for 3 today with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 4-5, column 4, row 5. That's going to be a ground ball to Izutris. No double play there. However, it is going to be on a fielder's choice. The roll is higher than the runner on first is forced out at second. So one away and Murphy is on. Infield still at double play depth as Adam Milhouse will step up. Milhouse, who's 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Strategy roll is an 11, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a walk. That's a 9 on a 1 to 9. That's a 6. That's going to be good for a walk. And we now have runners in first and second. Bullpen for the Angels is starting to get warmed up. Chris Sheldon is 0 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a run. Strategy roll 14, and here is the pitch. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a blank. 5-1, column 5, row 1, double star 3. Ground ball to Figgins. And it's hit towards the hole from second to first. And with that, Murphy will go to third. That's a 0. Remember, that's going to be a double play on the and it chance will go from second to first. That's a 6. And that is going to be a double play. So no runs, no hits, and no errors, and 1 left on. After 7, it's Angels spot 9, Rangers 7. We go to the top of the 8th. Eric Abar, Cone Figgins, and Gary Matthews due up for the Rangers. Carmen Lowe is done. They're going to bring in a relief pitcher here. And they're going to bring in Frank German. That's his card. German, 2 2/3 innings, allowed 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Carmen Lowe. Lowe went 2 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of a 4.28. Top of the 8th, Eric Abar, Cone Figgins, Gary Matthews is due up. And with that, we do have a couple changes here. Center field, Josh Hamilton coming out. So they're going to bring in Josh Ellison to take over at center field. Right field will be played by Baron Boggs. He's going to take over at right field. Third base, they're going to leave third base alone for right now. So those are the changes there. Bullock is going to stay in at third. But Ellison will be out there in center field. Boggs is at right field. Here's the pitch to Abar. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 6, that's a 6. That's going to be a walk. And with that, we have a steal attempt. And that's going to be a 16. They were going to send him. And he gets called steal in second. 1 away, top of the order. Cone Figgins is up. Figgins is 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, and here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1 to 10, the 15 is too high. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a line drive to Kinsler. Out number 2. 2 away, Gary Matthews is up. Matthews is 1 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a run scored. The pitch, 3-4. Column 3, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 13, that's going to be a 6. That's going to be a walk. And with that, Matthews is on with a walk. Vladimir Guerrero, who's 1 for 4 today with a home run, a run, and 3 RBIs. Strategy roll is a 7. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's going to be a blank. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a base hit past Young. And with that, runners now on first and second. They're going to leave Anderson in. Anderson is 3 for 4 with 2 doubles, a run, and an RBI. Still attempt for Gary Matthews. And that's going to be on a 1 to 13. That's going to be a 13. And he will advance. So runners now in the corners. Here's the pitch to Anderson. 3-4, column 3, row 4. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 6, the 7, too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Sheldon. And that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Ian Kinsler, Michael Young, Jason Ellison due up for the Rangers. And with that, Darren Oliver will come out of the game. And they're going to bring in Justin Snipper. Actually, they're going to bring in Jose Arenado. Arenado will come in, no ERA. He's got no wins, no losses. He's pitched 3 innings, allowed 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Taking a look at the stats here for Darren Oliver. Oliver went 1 2/3 innings, allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of a 1.29. Here is the pitch to Kinsler. Going to face the top of the order, 3-2, column 3, row 2. That's going to be a double star. It's going to be an auto ground ball to Izutris. And 1 away. Michael Young. Young is 1 for 3 today, and here is the pitch with a walk and a run scored. 6-2, column 6, row 2, strikeout on a 1 to 10. That's a 1. Struck him out. And next up, it's going to be Jason Ellison. Ellison is 0 for 0. He's batting a 133, and here is the pitch. 5-1, column 5, row 1, range play. 2-1, column 2, row 1, ground ball to Figgins. Figgins ranges on a 1 to 3. That's a 1. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors as the Angels retire the Rangers in order. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. After 8, it's Angels 9, Rangers 7. We go to the top of the 9th. It's Torii Hunter, Casey Coachman, and Mercedes Zutris due up. But will we see some ninth inning magic? Or can the Angels hold off to get the win? And with that, Franklin German has been removed, and they're going to bring in Eddie. They're actually going to bring in C.J. Wilson. C.J. Wilson will come up to bat. And he'll come into the game with no ERA, no wins, no losses. He does have 3 saves. 3 innings pitched alone, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and no walks. And with that, it's going to face off against Torii Hunter, Casey Coachman, and Mercedes Zutris. So let's take a look at the box score of the game after 8 innings had been played here in Texas. LA scoring a run in the first, 3 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth, 3 in the sixth, shutout in the 7th and in the 8th, 9 runs on 14 hits with 3 errors. The Rangers, 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the 6th, 7 runs on 10 hits. Torii Hunter up. Hunter not taking the hit here. And they're going to bring in Reggie Willis to pitch it. Willis will be taking the hit here, and here is the pitch to Reggie Willis. 3-1, column 3, row 1 at the ballpark. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's a blank. That's going to be a rare play, so let's see what happens here. What rare play will come up? And let's see. It's a shallow pump up to right field. But the second base chases it, but doesn't hear the right fielder call out, and they collide. Resolved like a P4 range play. Check for injury to second base. That's going to be a 6. Range for Kinsler is a 1-3. It gets by him, and Ian Kinsler is out for 2 games. So I will mark that down on my DL list. Kinsler is out. And we do need a new second baseman. And with that, German Duran will come in to take over at first. So, Duran will take over at second. Runner on first, infield at double play depth, Casey Coachman up. He's 1 for 4 today, and here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a strikeout. On a 1-3, that's a 1. Struck him out. And next up, it's going to be Mercedes Zutris. They're not going to let Zutris take the hit. No, they are. They're going to leave Zutris in. Here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That's going to be a blank infield normal depth. 4-2, column 4, row 2. Power hit to Anderson. On a 16, that's going to be a fly ball out. And that's a fly out to left field. Murphy will make the catch, 2 away. And Jeff Mathis will come up. Mathis is 1 for 4 with a strikeout and 2 RBIs. 3-3, column 3, row 3. Home run on a 1-15. That's a 2. And that ball is out of here. Ball going down the left field side. Murphy goes back, chases it past the wall. It's gone. 2-run home run for Jeff Mathis. Puts the Angels up 11-7. And next up, it's going to be Eric Abar. Wilson is exhausted. 2 for 3 today with 2 doubles, a run, and an RBI. Here is the pitch. 6-5, column 6, row 5. That's going to be a blank. 2-4, column 2, row 4. And that's going to be a fly ball down there to Boggs. And that will retire the side. So with that, we need a catcher. Nope, we need a center fielder. And Reggie will take over at center field. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Boggs, Hank Bellick, Frank Cantalonto up. Jose Arendano is done, and they're going to bring in Scott Shields. Now they're going to bring in Justin Snipper. That's his card. Comes in the game with an 8.18 ERA. He's pitched 3 1/3 innings, allowing 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. Taking a look at the stats here for Jose. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no ERA. Here's the pitch. He's going to face off against Brandon Boggs, Hank Belloc, and Frank Cantalonto. Boggs batting a .333. 3-4, column 3, row 4, range play. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That's going to be a base hit to Izutris. Izutris' range is on a 1-3. That's a 3. He'll make the catch, scoop it up, throw it over to Coachman. Out number 1, Hank Belloc. Belloc 1 for 3 with a walk, a run, and an RBI, and here is the pitch. They're going to let him take the hit. 2-5, column 2, row 5. That's going to be a foul ball. We're just going to re-roll, nobody on. 5-4, column 5, row 4. That's going to be a walk on a 1-8. That's a 12. 12 too high. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's going to be a double pass Anderson. And with that, Belloc is on with a double. So Belloc coming out, and they're going to bring in Jared Laird to pinch run here. Laird will come in a pinch run. Frank Cantalonto up. Cantalonto not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Taylor Pitt to pinch it. Taylor, the pitch. 1-5, column 1, row 5. That's going to be a blank. 6-6, column 6, row 6. Pop up to Zoutris. And that is going to be out number 2. And the Rangers are down to the last out. David Murphy also not taking the hit here. And they're going to bring in Nelson Cruz to pinch it. Nelson Cruz, here's the pitch. Two, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 15 to 16, too high. 4-6, column 4, row 6. Double star 6. That's going to be a fly ball out there to Willis. And that will make Willis goes back, makes the catch, and that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, as the Angels will sweep the series here. They win 11-7. Final line score coming right up. What a game. The Angels defeating the Rangers 11 runs, 16 hits, and 3 errors. The Rangers 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Chris Buchek will get his second win. Carmen Lowe will pick up the loss. Casey Coachman will hit his first home run of the replay. Jeff Matthews hits his second home run of the replay. Vladimir Guerrero will hit his 4th home run of the replay. Ian Kinsler up to 7 home runs right now in this replay. So let's take a look at the stats here. Chris Buchek will get the win. He went 1 1/3 inning, allowed 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, an ERA of a 1.58. Carmen Lowe will pick up his first loss of the replay. 2 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of a 4.28. C.J. Wilson, the last pitcher up for the Rangers. He went 1 inning, allowed 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, an ERA of a 4.50. And Justin Sniper went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, an ERA of a 6.28. So that's going to do it for us here at Rangers Stadium. Los Angeles Angels will improve to 12-3, and the Rangers will drop to 8-6. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile. And remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos go up in my 2008 replay. And when I go live with all the Philadelphia Phillies and Fielder Dreams. Until then, I'm Scoonie007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.